The third reason is that it should be clear. Now,
Yep.
me as
Yep.
a Muslim, I didn't understand what you said, so I'd automatically say that you are not from God.
Well, I didn't understand the Quran, so the Quran's not from God.
In this video, Big Jon Steel faces a Muslim guest, armed with what he calls the criteria that prove Islam is true. But Jon has a weapon of his own, razor-sharp reasoning, and a mysterious figure known only as Glibbleglorp. What starts as a calm discussion quickly spirals into a battle of wits, where every claim is flipped, tested, and dismantled in real time. And by the end, only one is left standing.
First of all, why Islam is true, it is because of the Quran. I believe it's from God.
Okay, why is it
And I'll
from
tell
God?
you why.
Okay, go ahead.
The first reason and the main reason why it's from God, because first of all, it claims that it is from God. This is the criteria for to know how.
Okay, cool. So
I'm
I'm listening to you, and I just want to make sure I'm following. The first criteria is that it claims it's from God. So I'm going to match this criteria. I'm from God. So I met the first criteria. So does the Quran. Go ahead. What's your next criteria?
No, the book. The Quran should state that it's from God.
Okay, I'm from God. So therefore, we both met the first criteria. Okay. Go ahead.
Second of all, it should be perfect and has no inconsistencies, following the attributes.
I am from God. Okay, cool. I am from God. Glibbleglorp is the true leader of the universe. There's no inconsistencies, and that was a perfect sentence. I've met both criterias.
What did Glibbleglorp? What did you say?
I am from God, and Glibbleglorp is the true ruler of the universe. That is a perfect sentence, and there's no inconsistencies. Therefore, I have met both criterias of your religion.
Okay. The third reason is that it should be clear. Now, me as a Muslim, I didn't understand what you said, so I'd automatically say that you are not from God.
Well, I didn't understand the Quran, so the Quran's not from God.
If you read it with an open heart, because
that's begging the question. That's begging the question, my friend. I could just simply say you didn't understand my message from Glibbleglorp because you didn't have an open heart.
Okay.
So I've met all three criteria of the Quran so far. So far, me and the Quran are both prophets and sent from God.
Okay. The third reason is that I for example, quote you as a Christian, that the Bible that you have nowadays in your hands affirms the prophecies of Prophet Muhammad by name and by attributes. This is my second criteria, my fourth criteria. Would you like to put it up?
The Bible also says that a prophet by the name of John would come, and I'm a prophet and my name's John, so I've met all four criteria.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the Prophet Muhammad.
But that's fine. That's fine. You said these are the four criteria. Hold on. You said this is your argument. You said there's four criteria. Listen, Linda. You said there's four criteria to fulfill, right? I fulfilled all four.
There's more.
Hold on. I filled all four criteria. Am I from God?
No. Again, if we can continue, but before
please
we
answer the question.
Till the criteria are not done.
Okay, then what's the fifth criteria?
Before I move on to the fifth, do you agree
I'm not going over into the fourth one yet. I'll concede your fourth one. It talks about Muhammad, but it also talks about me. So what's your fifth criteria?
The fifth criteria is that it contains prophecies that have been true, and it contains scientific information that it is important. Wait.
Okay, so it's got to contain prophecies that are going to be true.
Wait, just finish.
Hold on, it's going to contain prophecies that are going to be true. Me and my wife are going to high five later tonight.
Just let me finish.
Well, hold on. I fulfilled all five prophecies. I filled all five criteria.
I didn't finish the fifth point. I did not finish.
You're giving multiple criteria. That's why I stopped you, because one of the criteria is it's got to give prophecy, right? So me and my wife are going to have a high five later tonight.
I did not finish the point.
There. So okay, I filled the fifth criteria. What's your sixth criteria?
Brother, can you just wait for 1 second? Take a breath. I did not finish the fifth point. I did not finish it.
You're giving multiple points. That's why I stopped you. That's not how criteria works. Criteria doesn't have multiple points.
It does have multiple points.
That's not how criteria works. You got to move to another piece of criteria for it to have another point.
In the Quran, there's a verse that says that if this book is not from your Lord, then you should have mistakes and inconsistencies, meaning that there's a criteria for it.
Okay, show me the mistakes and inconsistencies in the criteria I gave you. For me.
I didn't hear your question.
Show me the mistakes and inconsistencies in the criteria I just delivered for me being a prophet of God.
Okay, I'm continuing. I was explaining my fifth point. It should have prophecies that it is impossible for someone 1400 years ago with no source of technology, with no access to anything, with zero knowledge about the world, and this information contains so much value.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. Fine. That's one I can't fulfill. That's one I can't fulfill. Show me that in the Quran.
That's it. So by default, you are not.
Show me that in the Quran. Show me that in the Quran where it fulfills a prophecy that no man could know.
That no man can know. In Surah Ar-Rum, I believe. Just let me pull up the chapter number. Just wait a second. No, just give me 1 second because I'm trying to pull up the chapter number. It is in Surah Ar-Rahman. I don't know if you can put it up. The verse basically says that there are two bodies of water that do not mix. One is salt and one is sweet, which is proven nowadays.
Okay. Aristotle talked about that 1,000 years before.
What?
Aristotle talked about that 1,000 years before.
It is completely true. But did he follow the 4 other points? No. So
okay, but that's the problem. You said your argument was that he should have no way of knowing it. He would know because it was part of common culture and understanding.
Following the 4 points. These points are in a queue. The first one is to be from God.
No. Listen. Stop panicking. Your last point, your criteria, because I listened to people very intently. Your last criteria is that it had no possible way of him knowing. Well, if Aristotle wrote about it 1,000 years before the Quran, then he had a possible way of knowing, yes?
No, and that's specific.
How would he not have a possible way of knowing?
Because Prophet Muhammad did not meet Aristotle.
I'm sorry?
And Prophet Muhammad did not meet Aristotle, nor read his books, nor meet about.
Hold on. That's you're talking about. Did he know? We're talking about possibility. Is it possible?
Is it possible? What was the question?
Because your argument was there's no possible way he could have known. Now you're stating, well, he didn't know. That's it's possible he didn't know. But is it possible he could have? Is it possible? Possibility. Is it possible he could have learned it from someone else?
This information, no.
Okay, so what is the metaphysical impossibility that would have prevented him?
Okay, my English in the second language. Can you explain what you just said now?
So there should be something that makes it impossible. Do you know what the word possible and impossible means? Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So it should be impossible. What is preventing him from learning this information?
Okay, I'll tell you. First of all, it is not mentioned in any other sources that he can get, and he's the first one in his land or in his people.
Right. So, but Aristotle wrote about it before. So, what makes it impossible for him to learn it?
It's because he didn't meet Aristotle. I mean, at that time, at that specific period.
You're stating he didn't do it. That's fine. He might not have done it, but your argument is on possibility. How are you not understanding this? Is it possible that he could have learned it from someone else?
Other information, yes, maybe. But this information about the 2 C's, no, again.
Why? What is metaphysically stopping him?
Because he couldn't receive this information from other sources.
Why?
That's my main argument. Because this information was not present at that time and that place.
But it was present.
No, at that time, no, it was present before. But at that time, at that place, no one in the Arabia.
So I'll tell you how it's possible. I'll tell you how it's possible that he could have learned. Aristotle, right, is a basis of a lot of Christian philosophy, which means Christians would have known of Aristotle. I could show you hadiths of Muhammad talking to Christians. So therefore, he got the message from Christians. So why isn't it possible?
Also in hadith, it is mentioned that Jews and the Christians hated Prophet Muhammad.
Please answer my question.
Yeah, I'm answering your question.
You're not answering my question. You're saying also, but that's not answering my question.
Okay,
why is it not possible?
because Christians and Jews hated Prophet Muhammad at that time and didn't want to
But
teach
I
him
could
anything
show
that
you
is mentioned in the
hadiths where they literally are there with him, talking to him. I could show you hadith where a Jew,
they talk to him, yes.
All right, I'm going to move on, my friend. I appreciate your time. God bless.
Wait.
In the end, it wasn't the strength of the criteria that decided the debate, but the strength of the reasoning behind them. Big Jon Steel showed that if your proof can be used to prove anything, it proves nothing. And maybe that's the real takeaway. Truth doesn't fear questions, but falsehood runs from them. If you value debates that cut through the noise, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more unapologetic breakdowns.